din kunim na yenwram enso emfam free games eno baso weekend you abra Ghana Premier League no enso ehya na yembobo games no so entimi emfam na afi wi yenti wram na the other ones no yemfan 20 match with 30 baso Ghana Premier League ne na Friday fiara se de sikano no 2nd May team e friend mediama and Vision FC enso ball na afi games ni na no enso betimi atwa so nyapa edakwa siara on the 4th of May House of Folk etifie beto omonsa da fetimo refer na Sante Kotoko sanso na Nations FC beto omonsa da fetimo refer na Crown Lions na afei Bechem United betina fi atonsa da fe Legon City so benya timo a refer na Aduana Football Club enso ni Brekum Chelsea enso bom sanso na Heart of Lions and FC Samates enso bom Young Apostles enso ne Baseke Holy Stars bona afei Bebiani Gold Stars enso no ma tnafia tromosa and for Timua Jefferna Kawela United and no any games ahodo match with 30 over the weekend ebebaso ya bobo so and switch me the man Friday mediaman vision ebono ahead of the game head coach Edema Timua Jefferna mediama or Penny friend Ibrahim Tanku ejebre eni edinkumo na ahead of the game no say and a coach Ibrahim Tanku edituya.
No, I think it's like any other game, and Vision is also a very good game. And beating league leaders 2-0 at home, definitely they are coming with confidence. But and we are playing at home, and like you said, we want to keep our winning ways at home. So definitely we are going to do everything to keep the 3 points here.
I know any someone coach, a friend Ibrahim Tanku, head coach, at the Matima, a friend, Mediama. And so the two Jamie Hon Semno at the air to anima also wet me at the TV. And toss me an income on a branch here. Jeffrano Prince Osu, a player the Matimua, Jeffrano Mediama, and also ahead of the game, or so was Sembi a catcher, a supporters, Nasamno, a Semba Cope, or share supporters in Bonebois, or they share supporters and say, on also didn't come on.
But so Asemba open a maker. More 3 points. Win. And the 3 points, the Mekacha supporters in Kakra say, Omura in their numbers, no support to team. No, then could you be any energy and only be free at fee.
I know, and then some more air Prince Osu and sweating the two just supporters name right in their numbers. Normally, any year and so in Syria in the free stadium or and sweating 3 points in the year or more assurance on meeting and so at the moment, and then some are brancheno and sweating the two Jamie Hon 7 at the air 2 and in 10 times so being free on a Vision FC head coach. Jeffreno Ajimano, as your head coach at the Matima friend Vision FC ahead of the game on entry meeting Como at the share.
I'm expecting a very difficult game, no doubt. We're going to Mediama, and with it, Mediama basically is a fortress. It's very difficult to come out of that place with a point, but it's a competition, and we're going to do our best to either bring a point or 3 points. I mean, the win is a huge boost to the team. The team did wonderfully well playing against Gold Stars. The combination play, the goals, the desire especially was really good. So we're hoping that is a very key point going into this game. We're going to try to carry along that motivation to go and play this away game. Our season away games has not been that great, but the idea is to go there and change it. And we're expecting a very difficult game, but we're also Vision. We're also very difficult.
I know, and someone, an Ajiman, head coach at the Matimua, your friend Vision FC, and so the two jar, at the Hon Samno at the air 2 and so our first TV so run Facebook behind TV and so your horn YouTube and so we bet my biano na wa like we follow na what me share comment na biano and so entimi ko yam to aso ne nkomo na weekend wa bra Vision mo ebo ya bra Kumasia Sante Kotoko so ebe to team e na House of Folk na afumako enso kwakosi akan e wa kra na sa game no anse duru sam na san wo memu na no adabi May 9 and 7 ba nte ya na ho sensem ne ade a e yi kaka na so NSA boss opani a Jeffreno ya ambofo ankra enso adi komo no say Accra Sports Stadium no are ready enso for game a House of Folk ene Kotoko be bono.
You know, we had plans to make sure we get the popular stand, which was not in use for the Chad game. But that's a long-term plan, and we also had interruption with the Ghana Premier League matches being played. So once again, those stands will not be occupied. But apart from that, it should be a great atmosphere. It should be well attended, minus, the 7,000 up and 7,000 down seats. We're going to have a really good atmosphere. And we paid a visit to the IGP, and hopefully he would honor the invitation to attend the match between Hearts and Kotoko. So we're looking forward to that. Even without the IGP confirming whether he attends or not, he says he will be here, which is great. Notwithstanding, security will be at its highest with the military, with the police and all the security agencies who are responsible for a Category A match. And we'll use that as a test case and also as, a recce for the big games coming up later in the year for the World Cup, where the Black Stars will feature, so that we can implement the plans that we put in place.
I know yaw ampo for Ankara, and I'll tell you, Odin Komo NSC boss no church, and say, Bianan so to me the more, yes, stands I would be betting my occupies, and so, and now only IGP didn't come off for security wise near the Ninano when you was here, and so at me at Muna. Yes, I didn't come over near Busan, say, you sir, men have 9 and some to Yembese to be near Memu, preparation by no more year ahead of this game. Nanoma and switch me and switch me them. On May 9th preparation, say, I'm for Ankara and so the two.
So on May 9th, as tradition demands, there will be wreaths laying. There will be a gathering of both sets of fans from, Hearts Evoke, Asante Kotoko, other clubs will join, the GFA, Sports Authority, Ministry, all stakeholders, sponsors, and children of the bereaved and supporters, or those who survived and those who were, not even born when it happened. And the media, obviously, being a very key stakeholder, will be part of that, as well as the police, another arm that was, heavily involved on that day. So we need to continue telling the story that and sending the message that violence, hooliganism, vandalism cannot be tolerated in our game, and we will continue to drum that on 24 years after the disaster.
I know and somewhere I am for Ankara, and so it's very too dry extensively. Watch a change preparation, of course, in the way no, and so it's course no, and so it's me, my once wet me who said man, and so it's continue free now for you, now fence and for young fan 20 years, and Kotoko, so ahead of game, or more ends prepare, or more ball and so the TIA cornerstones are given the banner, Nessa Sanokotoko, and so it machine can Mako, and Naya, a cornerstones, and so. Antimi anti-Canibia branch of any Kwame Poku, a she go ne bako, Samson Abaya, a she go ne bako, a branch of an Elvis Taba for a she bako, na for a branch ya, Jeffen Adrina JT, and so a she bako, and a match of any Kumasia Sandoko goes ahead of the House of Four Gimno, or Muguso more prepare, and in the Rianaman and Swissy corner. Coach Karim to say one or two, so when a lineup. Whenever room and so when the games are Thursdays, and ultimately Tuesday, no Thursday, no, or more. Ultimately, and so you must see a kind of game now when the first level to me now. Semi Bob was one sweating the man as a sign because they are not just a branch here. Your friend Camara and so better post with a match, my friend Kumasias and Kotoko. Number 2, no, a bear branch of any Justice Blade. Number 3, a bear Patrick Cassie, Sanso, and a 4 and 5, and as a centre backs, no, a Henry and soon after a branch of friend Samba or more, Nibijina Chorama Timo, a friend Kumasias and Kotoko. Vivio, a being Tim Manu, and if a branch here. Your friend a babaya or one bit imagina a fever much me friend Kumasia Sanokotoko. Said the canon number 7 no a branch a friend a Chigamana now fee number 11 and sweat me a branch a friend of Wisdom Bassi. Now if I knew home a branch a friend of Kwame Poku and I feel your friend Albert Amoamo and a ball first half. And they said a coin and a sign of a cordia. There's a lineup no and a met me and so I get him and 20 million mile and no and some Kakri free hole by me to him and so I was to Muddy and so free 110. Now if you room I want 7 from the room I want 7 from the Kato Kraku and so a GFA couple to see I'm no say or your second vice president at the Mark Africa in football me track calf or no and the hell to no one man and sweet me queen I Ghana had here a month for GD said the more the money idea I have something which is there as a Ensweni na in Ghana Premier League in the crown a month for GD say or one sub will be a better league will be a relegation or say sans and some no sans and some no sans and some no say and I care to Kraku.
And when you are not within our space, you see Kurt as ever powerful, as too powerful to the extent that he controls every aspect of the sport. But what is true is that if you're not competitive, unfortunately, you may end up suffering relegation. if you are very, very competitive, you end up winning titles. My own club has suffered a lot. If I was the superior being, I should be able to save my own investments. But to be very direct with your question, I think that we have garnered a lot of confidence. We have created a lot of confidence in the system. People are still living in the past about how the FA should be run or has to be run. And I always laugh off when I hear this kind of street questions, so to say. What's very important is that we must run our clubs well. We must create good clubs. We must scout very well. We must hire good coaches. We must create good enabling environment for our clubs to be able to be
I don't know some more GFA couple and so it's really two just say more mokeka and now on Saul be a better league relegation or so on one club by friend Dreams FC on one investment or must suffer a lot into more mokasa and 7 year and credit so only coach papa only players papa relegation on so beti miako into more mokeka sans him say football na mo jene say Ghana here na ono de odidi say nya sa football no na here na onye too powerful to determine who wins the league or who get relegated and some market e dey to na keynote ne say was one investment mo am see dreams nya ne dia no o see there be ne dia nti sa pepe ne city yem firi ho na ye dim komo na o say dentia Ghana yem football yem Premier League no any sponsorship no o jebre e chirechi yim.
We on the ESCO are not ignorant of the fact that broadcast revenue is the biggest revenue stream available to football in our times. Okay. And therefore, it's always important for every MA to look at how best to harness the potential in broadcast revenue. And not too pleasant, shall I say, engagements with Star Times, our then broadcast partners, which resulted in our clubs losing revenue. Because of that, but our commitment towards getting a very reliable model for the Football Association is very, very clear. And in the next few days, the FA will be making a big pronouncement on the future of TV partnership with the Football Association, and especially our Premier League. I would want to say that our clubs have been very, very patient, and I'm grateful for that. But my promise is that they will be very happy when
I know. And then someone care to Kraku, and so estimated to Jawodin come for sponsorship. I would enter the league now, and so I be or no churches. NTBA, the Ghana Football Association, Baba, now if you announce a year Jumokua. Omo enso etimi afo say omo ba betwa yam football me etimi say ye fache TV say ye tofia kwa TV eno de dru ha GF fo no so betimi da babo ntena bibia no enso etimi akoye no nsem kakra fi ho ba ye de eto anim enso ewo dwumadi no me ba no ba kenkan messages no enso etimi na mom card say di nkomo bi we no ye question ba bia no kwa amanfo enso etimi busa on the third term no amanfo gidi ye say waye kokotan ko be so otena so wadi ni 2 years awi a won kono si da bi sanse na mo kanu emi say o chichemu kakra ntino wodi nkomo e de fa third term amanfo enso e kan.
I think that when we first met prior to the signing of the status in 2019, there was an overwhelming agreement that we should accept the status in its form and then find the right time to have a relook, since there were a lot of challenging areas within the status, and it's exactly what we are following. No, not at all. I don't know why people think about the third term or a third term for somebody. The statuts are not made for any individual. The statuts are made for the federation, and it's important we keep that in.
I know, and then someone kept to Kraku and 20 minutes too. Just a third term, I'm say, Yanya Mono, a for federation, no, in Tino Munya Sase, or no one, a was a third term of a so cornea. The third term is a to ne Baswa. A Obiadia. No quadia, Gino, and then several parent and 20 minutes to Ghana. Ghana, Ibesia kind of squad, no, and sweating me about Bontain, and the Bia and sweating me about Swanamano, and sweating me